Alright, hello again YouTube. Today I have some gauges that I bought from, there we go, Glowshift. I got these for my Subaru WRX. I just wanted to show you how everything was packaged, just in case you were thinking about buying some. So, we've got the actual gauge, different kind. I got the deal where you could buy 3 along with, and you could buy 3 along with the actual part that goes in your dash. Now this is like it doesn't pop in like, for the WRX at least, it doesn't pop in like your stock clock thing. It has to come with these, all their mounting brackets and whatnot. In here, oh, I even got a sticker. All of the packaging air things are on the bottom. There was none on the top, so hopefully they didn't flip this upside down. That's what you have. Got your gauges, all the different ones that you picked. You've got your installation things. Coupons. And a book. Instructions. They're in the bag. One-handed. There we are. Alright, so what you get in the actual gauge itself in the box . You can see the gauge here. Open it up. You can slide that right out. This is the clock, obviously. And everything's labeled to tell, just to make the installation a lot easier if you're not doing it professionally. It comes with the instructions, the wiring harness, the brackets, and all of the things you'll need to install it. It also comes with this to go over the top, just in case you're not using the WRX version. It'll fit, trying to make it universal so it fits into everything. When it comes to fitment, it's kind of tough to put in there, so it's a very nice snug fit. It's not moving around at all. The only thing I saw with this cluster for the WRX is I don't know if you can see it, but it doesn't fit flush against it. It's kind of tilted back a little bit because of this lip, but when it's mounted, there's absolutely no way you can tell. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this very well or not, but I've got these extended out so you guys know what colors are which. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the blue one with the red stripe, which is your constant. Black one's your ground. The next one is the blue and pink, which is your ignition plus lights. And this last one, which is yellow and green, I believe, maybe a blue, but the main color yellow one, that one's going to be your ignition, so as soon as you turn your key. Alright, so this is the order that they're going to go in. I'm going to put the link, the same one I did when I wired up my radio, in the description below so you can tell. But from the instructions, over here it tells you, the yellow one is your constant, the red one is your ignition, black is obviously ground, and orange is an optional when you turn your headlamps on. The yellow one is going to go up to your constant, the black one's going to be your ground, the orange one is going to be your ignition plus lights, and your red one is going to be your ignition. So all of those are going to link up down here. You don't need this harness anymore unless you want to keep it on there and just splice them into the wires, however you want to do it. But that's the ones that you're going to want to pair up. Alright, so for the ones that I have, the wiring is all going to be the same. They're all the same colors for yellow, red, black, and orange. So they're all going to hook up to the ones that I told you. The only different one for the ones that I have the air-fuel ratio gauge, which has a green. It's going to be hooked up to your sensor signal, to your O2 sensor signal. And how to get to your O2 sensor signal, you need to go to your ECU. It sounds difficult, but it's really not. I've already done it down here. It's going to be on your passenger side. You're going to take out this pin over here. So look like that. You just twist it. It comes out. You've got another one over here. Twist it, comes out. And another one back up there. You twist it, and it comes straight out. Now once you have those, you can pull the carpet back. Don't need to go back too far. And this is a little kick plate to protect the ECU. You have a screw there, 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 and you've got one right there. Those are 10 millimeters. And once you take those out, there you are, you have your ECU. Now for better access, the only thing holding it in place is another 10 millimeter here, and another 10 millimeter up here. Once you take those out, you can more easily maneuver it. Once it's out, there it goes. Okay, there you go. Complicated, but you only need one wire. I will put the description or the link or whatever I choose to do in down below so you guys can figure out what you need. But for this one, all you need is your O2 sensor to be hooked up to the green wire. So you're going to have to run from all your gauges up there. Everything's going to be bundled together, and you're going to have one strand coming down through here. Most likely you're going to feed it down through there. So you come down, and you're going to splice it in with one of these. So as far as I can tell, this one right here is going to be your Bravo, or your B. To get to that, and also how to read the diagram correctly, is very simple. Just pull the tab out. This tab. Pull it down and pull out, and they'll pop out. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Maybe if I can do it with my right hand. Nope. Okay, just like that. So once they're out, I pulled this one out just so it's easier to grab this one over here. The wire diagram that I have as a link down there shows everything like this. Not looking at it like this, but straight in like this. So what you're going to want is the second row, B17 is what I chose as the rear O2 sensor. So it's 3 in, so 1, 2, 3. It's going to be, if I can focus, which my phone won't let me. There we go. It's going to be this third one right here, 3 in. That is B17. Now, just like the video I have before, you can follow the link right wherever I put it on the screen. You can follow that link, and I can, in that video, will tell you how to unpin these. Just basically put something in there, hit the little, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little box on the inside, it's a tab, you push it in, pull up on it, and the wire will actually come out of it. Once you get the wire out, you can do whatever you want to it. You can splice it on there. I mean, you don't even have to do that. You can just find the wire in here, cut it, put it all together, tape it up, whatever works for you. Alright, once you got all your all your wires hooked up together. You got all your yellows bunched up and all your reds and blacks and all the colors you have bunched up and put in their correct location. Start your car up, make sure everything works. All my gauges started up. I did have a blown fuse in here, so up here wasn't working, the clock fuse area wasn't working, the radio wasn't working, and also the little light here when I had the door open wasn't working. If that happens to you, the fuse is blown. So that's just in case you screwed up somewhere. Maybe touched the wrong wires. Ow, shocked myself. Right in here, number 15 one right there. That controls everything that I just listed off. So once you have everything up and running, everything's working, the fuse didn't blow, so what I did was I accidentally hit two wires together that were live and it blew it. But if everything's working and your fuse isn't blown, go ahead and put your housing up here and put everything in place. Alright, for installation of the actual gauge holder itself, what you're going to want is to put these brackets on. I know the instructions are a little weird, but you're going to want to put them on like this. Put the screw in on top, the washer, and then the nut onto the bottom. Just like that. And once you get those on, you fit this on top. Not the best fitting in the world. I mean, it kind of a little wobbly, doesn't fit just right. But once you get it to where you want it, on the inside here where those holes are, you're going to want to get something that will fit through there, through that little hole, to mark the insides on both. Once you mark the inside, on the other side, on the inside, you'll have a mark on both sides. Drill a hole through there, and once you put it back on here, you'll have the hole in a properly fitted location. And that is when you use these. I don't know why they're Allen. It's kind of annoying. But you're going to put these in through the side to tighten them up so they don't fly around everywhere. Alright, so what comes in the package? You've got the bracket, all the nuts and screws and washers and whatnot, and the wiring harness. Is going to be different depending on which gauge you got and the actual gauge. So the way it fits in, I don't need that. The way it fits in, obviously you want it straight up and down, which means these are going to be going across. So when you put it in here, by the way, this is going to be the last thing I install. Yeah, there's paint on there. I was trying to figure out which color I wanted. And the bracket is going to fit on the other side like this to keep it in place, not roaming around while you're driving. It's going to go on like that. You can bend this to make it fit a little easier. That's what I'm going to do. Just bend it out a little bit. But screws are going to go in, and it's going to clamp it onto here. And last but not least, make sure everything's working. Yep, all my fuses are good. Gauges look damn good.